Hello. Hello, hello. Think stream is on. How are you doing?
Not so good, I guess.
Well, hopefully it gets better. And at least, hopefully League of Legends doesn't make it worse. Because it
Well,
tends to do it
I
sometimes.
think that's the main reason, yeah.
Ah, shit, really?
Happens.
Well, I mean, you have to keep in mind, you had a pretty rough Prime League season with a team which was very underperforming and very lackluster. And now it's like a bunch of new players, and no one knows how to play together yet. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Even right now, for example, with champion pool and like your jungler and mid laner, it's like I'm not sure exactly what's the best approach here, because I think Dominic is good on many champs, and if you put him on only setup champs, then you kind of gonna have less efficiency, I guess. But at the same time, mid laners don't play in setup, so Dominic kind of has to play setup then.
Yeah, makes sense.
But he, at the same time, he wants to play more carries to like learn different style of play as well. And so there's like many conflicts here which need to be resolved basically on how to play.
Yeah, makes sense.
Minions have spawned.
Can you also stream on Discord so I don't have like Twitch delay?
Let me see. Let's see. Does this work?
Yes.
Right. Let's see what we have here. Okay, Leash the start. That's good. You're against Camille. Oh, I think I watched
Wait,
this
what?
game.
Wait, why did I send you this?
I think this is the other scrims from the overtime or like flex games you played or something. I
No,
forgot.
I think I sent you the... Oh wait, I think I sent you one... Wait, we played 4 games yesterday, right?
I think maybe 5. I don't remember.
I think
But
it was
anyways,
4.
I think I remember watching this game and it was like this Camille one trick or something.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can watch this too, but okay, I sent you 1 too much, but the other 4 should be the correct ones.
You can check the first few minutes of this.
Sure.
But okay, you're trading. I mean, you have Conqueror. Would you go Grasp into Camille instead? I mean, what?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. The thing is, she played Conqueror the previous game, and I thought she would do it again. And it's fine to have Conqueror here. And I always feel like I'm missing a bit of damage if I have Grasp, especially against Camille, who can just walk away from most stuff. But yeah, maybe I was also thinking about it, whether to do Grasp or Conqueror.
Like, thing is, I'm not that experienced with VR myself, so I'm not sure exactly what's the best idea for laning. But one thing, for example, I see here is that okay, third wave crashed. Right now you're actually in danger because the enemy jungler could be like, fuck it, I'm cheesing top lane.
Yeah, I know.
And like, this is gankable for him, but he doesn't need to. Look, Yasuo is pushing. Basically, this Yone could chill. These guys can chill too. They're safe for at least like next minute, more or less. You are in danger, and your jungler's pathing bot. So I mean, I don't know if it's even possible for you to crash the third wave with Fiora, because I mean you have no wave clear, right? It would be very challenging.
Yeah.
Or when it's better to just concede and try to keep it in the middle as long as possible, which I guess you were trying to do here, but I actually didn't pay attention how many autos you... The minions maybe pushed a bit too fast, but yeah, okay, now it's kind of okay. Yeah, at HRY I don't think many, like, I guess you have more damage in this lane, so you could technically path top and kill. But at the same time, I would say this is just bad teamwork, because your jungler is pathing bottom and they're basically crashing the bot wave. I guess if a plan is wait until this bounces back, Gragas takes these 2 camps and then you gank, maybe? Or like Gragas takes his red and maybe he comes into lane bush and they kill him on a bounce back. If that's a strategy, maybe that's pretty good. And when you're doing the right thing, you're just like minimizing push and chilling here. But if the plan was, for example, they push and maybe they just reset, or they could probably, yeah, they could have done that when gank top would have been better. At least an option here. Not sure if it matters too much in this lane. If Camille has no flash. Yeah. And I know, I'd imagine Camille should lose some lanes to you. And this game, from what I remember, you were playing pretty passive. Maybe you were like respecting jungler and you were not looking for lanes until much later.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always a bit careful in this because I've lost many of these matchups and it's mostly in the early game. I know if I play even, I automatically win, so I don't like to take risks in this matchup.
Yeah.
Because if you get behind, it's really hard to catch up again.
Okay, here I already see another mistake, is that... actually, let me go red. Okay, cool. Ah, he was a bit on vision. Engages too early from Nautilus as well. And because he went for the Krugs, Gragas took too long to come here. If he skipped Krugs, if he path here, he could have been in this second bush, and then we just one-shot him probably. It's a bit more risky, he's trying to scale up a bit more. But yeah, kinda Gragas has to waste flash. I think it's kind of a waste here overall, so your team misplayed here. I think as a top player, it's also alright to check out power lanes just to see how your teammates think and what's good and what's bad, right, in general. Still, gank worked out, so that was, I guess, the strategy. That's cool. So what you're doing is the right thing. So if you went grasp, it would have been more beneficial for you because you're gonna be doing short trades and chilling.
Yeah.
At least for early game, but if you're confident that you don't give a fuck about getting poked out, it's more risky to go Kong, but later on I remember you were just crushing this Camille.
Yeah, I'm playing more for like 10 minutes than for 5 minutes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and that's one thing, I guess, with Camille, I mean Fiora in general, is that if they're not fucking you completely early game, it's gonna so hard for them to play the game, and their champions just don't do anything to you later. 1 versus 2, you probably beat them. So it's pretty good value overall. That's essentially what I see on Team 2 right now, is that technically Renekton and Jax may not be the best fit, because you are left alone, and you just need damage and scale up. And then you start winning automatically.
Yeah.
I mean, what I personally like for Team 1 and stuff like that, even if I'm gonna leave a Renekton alone, I still like to pick Renekton just because you never know. What if we actually decide to go to him? It's just have an option. But if you are, that option is not as strong, at least. To be a bit more unpredictable.
I mean, with Gragas it can work out, I think, but yeah, depends on the jungler, of course.
Yeah, but I mean, still, I think in these games we definitely can pressure top much more. I mean, what we're doing here, this is griefing actually. Let me see. So, wait, we just got the gank flash, right? This is good play. And then I think we just grief instantly, because we just used flashes, bot, for this. A lot used. How much gold? A lot of gold. That's a pickaxe on Tristana. That's a good back on Gragas. Actually, not sure what he buys first, but he almost has it anyways. Death timers, we're already up. We're like around here now. Taking 3 damage to path. This is way too aggressive. There is not, like, I guess you want to zone the cannon.
Jonas is saying the stream is all black right now.
Oh shit. Lol. Display capture? Maybe? Okay, maybe this will work. My bad. Should have checked. Yeah, but anyways, this is super grief play. Because like the previous kill, like you actually they are weaker than the last play because they're low mana, low HP, and they didn't spend their money while the guys which died actually did. spent some money. Well, he didn't buy much, but still, it sucks. The advantage is like too small. So we just took a mega gamble and we threw bottom into that. That sucks, because right now what could have happened was they had a free reset. Yeah, sure, he's gonna get the CS, right? But then we are Nautilus and your Gragas have a roam timer. If they just crashed this and just retreated instead of fucking around here, and they could have pathed top then, and with your slow push here, that's a dive opportunity.
Yep.
Which you actually have. So, and like, this is not even playing for the top lane, but I mean, I think right now most effective is like mid and bot action, and once you get that action done, then you go top. Because as a top laner, you know, you can't really carry if your whole team is like griefing, inting, and really behind. It still takes time to get your items, right? So once they take care of their business, and then they help you, and then everyone's winning, right?
I think it's viable to play around top lane, but
Yeah, but as you saw, this was like basically free, the play which we did here. Like this play here was free.
yeah.
And that gives them like a big timer, and we have flashless basically. And the wave state would be that, you know, it will take a while until it bounces back. So your team loses nothing by going somewhere else, maybe even mid lane, or maybe going top lane. We have that option. So that's general team misplay, over forcing stuff. But yeah, that was a dive opportunity top with his crash. Camille still has TP, so not sure. Is this diveable? Like level 5? And if you had grasp, is it possible to like chunk her down more? No, she's not even here.
Probably, but it's not really worth attempting, in my opinion.
Okay, he's actually griefing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he thought. Oh, he used parry on the wave. Now I can engage. And it's like, no, you can't. And I
Yeah.
have to reset anyway. So it's just, like he's really griefing. Like sure, he trades positively, but it doesn't matter because I can take a recon. He can't.
Yeah, so he wouldn't even be. He would be full HP.
Yeah.
What was the mid lane plus options here? Okay, he kinda pushed this in. Kinda. He technically could have roamed too. Like if these guys were not playing this shit here, they could be around here right now, basically. And then you all could just gang up and go top. Drake, I mean, you'll probably lose Drake for that. Still not sure if it's super worth. But at least that's an option, right? If to execute it.
Yeah.
Well, anyways. Still, if you were Renekton here, it's guaranteed free, easy, one-shot. Fiora a bit risky, so not as third. But even if you were Garen here, I think it's easier when Fiora dive. 100%. You just right-click.
I'm never going to pick Garen against Camille.
Yeah, not against Camille, but you know, in general, if champion did. Like same way if you were Nasus or Mordekaiser or something, it still suck to dive. But Renekton, Jax, Garen, we just right click and tons of damage.
Makes sense.
But yeah, anyways. So now I think we lost the Drake too. No, never mind, we don't take it. But yeah, what else do we have topside? I think he just slow pushes back into you and you just accept, right? Your jungler's a bit behind. I mean, there's... This is weird. He's really wasting time here. Another option you have is to just lane gank right now. If you're not gonna contest with Drake, but any gank top right now seems kind of not worth, because you're gonna be accepting this and being afraid of her level 6 probably.
Yeah.
Right? Because, I mean, 6 against 5, big deal, big difference. You could try to cheese him, but he still has TP here, and you would lose Drake if you go top right now. So your team kinda has to play bot lane, actually. So I'm really not sure why Gragas is invading this top jungle here. Because macro-wise it doesn't make sense. I guess you could take like Wraiths here, Raptors, and maybe shove bot and contest this, or at least play as 4 in river maybe, then you would be alone top for sure if you're forcing a play here, right? And then you can trade or something.
Yeah.
But because your team is doing nothing, then you actually, what you do here and do just nothing is fine. You're kind of playing with fire a little bit, because, you know,
Yeah,
he's
of
gonna be
course.
6 soon. But I guess you're just much stronger.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because I can always parry the ulti. So
If you have Vision Ward, I would recommend putting it somewhere here right now. Just so there's no bullshit possible. Like right now, like these minions die. Right now, Sejuani is already pathing through this, right? And it would really suck. Your team is actually making a play bottom, which is good. But you are in danger. If you ever use Q now, there could be Sejuani just flashing on you and get one shot. Or at least chunked really hard and then zone from tower or something.
yeah.
Like here, Sejuani could be literally right here, melee range. He didn't do anything. He kind of sucks, so he's here. But that'll be a strong play from them. So it's something to respect, for sure. It's actually hard to say which area you should hug. Maybe this, but when Sejuani could Q over here, I guess. Hard to say. But yeah, I don't think they can dive you unless you like take a really bad trade or something. But still, I think Sejuani could have ganked you here. Would have been pretty good by them. Team look great. I mean, I think your team should be able to secure this easily, looking at the positions of enemies, right? But I guess they like overgreed this and don't finish it together. Yeah, they walk away too early. They lost mid prior. This is already dangerous, right? They just miscalculate the timing, so they get engaged on this. This should not be a losing fight like this. And really bad to stun engage too. Because I mean, right now I think the team's general, like what we want to do should be Drake and then catch mid wave, basically. So we want to avoid fights if possible. Yeah, and Yasuo is 5 against 6 Yone. If they could have just right click this, finish and walk away, would be great.
Oh, this game I remember. Right. Yone versus Yasuo incident.
Yeah, 0-10 Yasuo or something. But still, if you see, this is kind of a team's fault. They were doing two things at once. Finishing Drake and like looking for a pick or some shit. No, just finish Drake and get the fuck out and play waves again. That's proper. This is bullshit. What you're doing is fine, like there's really nothing else you can do. I guess like you could only try to yeah, you could try to Lin here. Yeah, because you did Sejuani here. She's not pathing top for sure. At least like your team doing a play here kinda gives you a window of opportunity to 1 versus 1 guaranteed. Of course, like Sejuani could say fuck it and not go here, but go here then. So you still have limited time. You have like maybe 10 seconds, but you still have 10 seconds. Like at least you could try to trade a bit more aggressively, or try to trim the wave or slow the push or something like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think what I thought there was I don't want to lose HP here, and if I trade, I don't kill her anyway, so I just let it crash.
You had longs. I mean,
of course we have, like, I have 3 longsword, which is pretty strong, but she has 10 minions more than I do. She has grasp, and she can just run away if, like, in most cases, unless she misplays it hard.
no, but that's the thing. If two, like you look, wave isn't here. If you one-shot this cannon here, maybe 2 more casters with low HP, it will slow down the push quite hard. Yeah. I mean, you're definitely gonna be fighting against minion wave, but at least I don't know. If you win, like this is a bit risky, but if you win this, she will get wave frozen on her.
Yeah,
which
makes
puts her
sense.
into uncomfortable situation. And then what happens is that your team has Drake now, so there's no danger bot side anymore, and your team can go top and fuck Camille with you, basically.
Yep.
So that's another option. But that's again, this is kind of has to be communicated, right? Yeah, sure, in ideal world, everyone sees this, but you know, no one's gonna see it in a real game, to be honest, unless we become super team. We have to identify these opportunities and call it. Especially as a top laner, I think you can be much more confident about calling action top once Drake's gone, to be honest. Once Drake gone, you can gank top all you want. You just don't want to lose Drakes for free, because that really puts you in an awkward situation once you have like 2 free Drakes super early. But what you're doing is not wrong, but you're definitely like just avoiding a confrontation right now. So like if this was a bronze 5 Camille, it wouldn't matter, basically.
Yes.
And that's also another reason why I like Renekton, because you can like skill check players level 1, level 2, level 3. If they're bronze, they're gonna die. I feel like with Yara, maybe you can skill check level 1, but it's still hard.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, but anyways, I mean now, how much gold do you have? 655. That's interesting.
A
Wrong.
play on mid lane.
Yeah.
Then they were first. Now it's like really dangerous.
I think you win this, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
They just like griefing here, and this play.
Actually, no, that's for some reason like it was.
Yeah, like it got
that's
shut down too. Like this is huge, but honestly, like
Yeah, it should work.
Let's assume this is not happening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So let's just see. So now your guys respawn, your Gragas, your Yasuo from the Drake disaster. Bot has a push coming into them, but honestly, are we diveable? I don't think so. They're safe. Nautilus, Tristana, both pretty strong champs. No way they can get dived right now, right?
Not really.
Yona's on vision. We have top side jungle.
I can just recall, but I felt like with the way that was set up, staying top lane doesn't do anything because I need to wait for the wave to come in, and
Yeah,
recalling gives
you
me
can
the Vamp Scepter.
Yeah, you could either go for Vamp Scepter, and then you just get free scaling, to be honest. You could try to overtrade right here. It's actually surprising. Let's see what does his run do. So we just...
Yeah, we didn't have any info on her, which is...
Yeah, I mean, most of her jungle is up, right? But she doesn't even reset. She's just cheesing.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's kind of weird what she's doing. I feel like she shouldn't be there, but yeah.
Yeah.
Happens.
She doesn't have that much gold too. Yeah, she's just fucking around in the jungle. I mean, what can be done is top game. Like, death here shouldn't be happening. We didn't reset, right? Like, in general, your Gragas could be taking his jungle.
Yeah.
And ganking. You could be in these bushes here, trying to trade. Maybe chunk the Camille. And like, the only danger you have is that Sejuani reset, and normally if he was a good player, he reset it. And maybe he walks top to take a camp, and then he walks here. So you don't have super much time for 1 versus 1. But there's also the option that he recalled and he went to here and just ganking bot now, because we have no sums. They could try something like that too. So it's hard to say, but you're gonna definitely need your jungler if you're gonna play aggressive here.
Yeah.
But you do have a window of opportunity where if you were in this bush right now, you could trade, because there's no way in this world that Sejuani reset it after Drake, sprints through lane and ganks you here with flash.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, no one would be this crazy, because that's like huge risk.
Yeah.
And you can maybe just press flash button and be fine. Yeah, if you can win trades, maybe like priming with Camille here with some trading could have been okay. Yeah, so that was something to do. And then depending how the trade goes, and maybe that gives you option to play a gank of Gragas or a dive or make her TP out, TP in or something. Or once again, you just chill, because this is fine. Like if you pressed B, got Vamp Scepter, you would be back here for this wave and farming this. And it's all good, but it's still kind of a stalemate. But I think it's mostly stalemate because you were both choosing not to all-in each other. I'm not sure about this matchup, but to me it seems like past 6 you should win all-ins, right?
Yeah, it's a bit tricky sometimes because Camille can dodge the Fiora parry with move speed. If like Camille has to bait out the parry with, like if she does it like this, of course I just win. And here I could also trade harder, but I didn't know where it. Oh wait, we did see.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I didn't pay attention.
Hmm.
But yeah, generally you do win 1v1s, but the Camille can outplay pretty hard. If she, like, I played against really good Camille's and she can definitely win the matchup. But it's Fiora favored for sure.
I would say maybe one thing that would make this laning a bit more efficient was just to like go through checkbox of things of where can enemy jungler be or where he is, and then just if he is not there, instantly pull the trigger and go all in off cooldown. Like apply more pressure on this bubbly guy, skill check him a bit. And when you know that okay, it's kind of like unknown, then you just chill. Yeah, because right now you could
passive.
Yeah, this game, it was fine because you were like not sure how to play with your team, I guess. And right now your jungler is bottom, but we saw Sejuani for a minute, so for a bit, so you could have traded a bit more, whatever. There was disaster happening here.
I didn't look on the map at some point. Didn't want to see it.
No, but anyways, you're kind of roaming again.
No.
Which in this game actually was working because it's free money for you, because we are mid laners dead all the time.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
no.
of course, if Yasuo is there all the time, then it doesn't make sense to roam down.
And enemies again are mega griefing because they just don't fucking reset. And they're just forcing shit when they're off tempo. Like Yon is not here, he's in base.
Yep.
They can't do anything.
Yeah, this was so weird. I didn't even want to engage because I thought they were baiting, but they literally just played badly. That was so confusing.
As you see, players, I think, of this caliber, like they play alright generally, but their resets are awful.
Yeah.
And tempo on the map is awful, and that's essentially what differentiates like a master something player against like the best. Just maintain tempo on the map and you're gonna be good. Like automatically better. Anyways, you fast shoving this because I guess you thought maybe she can roam. She's roaming, weirdly enough. Here once again will be like an option to lane gank with Gragas, maybe look for a dive, but I'm not sure if your champion has enough damage at this point. You probably need to trade 1 versus 1 a bit to have
you can't just die from 100%. We need we need had like half HP and no passive or something.
But once again, there's this option of if you shove this, then Gragas can sneak for wave bushes, then you crash, when it bounces, and then you gank.
I mean, the thing is, I don't know how to play with the team these days, because I feel like whatever I say in draft, it doesn't matter, and we never go top lane. And I know it's, of course, bad manners and stuff, but I just sit muted in the chat and don't say anything. and then the game just happens without me. And I feel like if I say, hey, we could gank top lane here or something, it's just like, no, I want to play around bot lane. And I don't really know how to deal with that, if that
I
makes
mean,
sense.
to be honest, with Jonas Station and Team 1, he often had this problem too. And he even now in the games he says, "Oh, we can dive top, it's free," and ignore it. Because, but that's not a bad thing. But that's it sounds funny, but it's not a bad thing. Just because he sees opportunity, he says it. Good stuff. Good to know. And as a top lane, you're not looking here, you're not looking here, you're not checking Varus mana or how long was he in lane when it was last time he backed, right? You're not paying attention to all this shit. You don't check maybe how long till the Drake spawned or which camps are up in jungle or where likely the enemy junglers. You don't check all this stuff. You don't know. So our teammates who pay attention to this stuff, they can kind of like tell. Technically, we can tell better what's more worth to do now, but it doesn't hurt to know what options we have topside. Because what if we actually don't see anything bot, mid, whatever, or jungle to do now, and they actually are looking and thinking for something, and then you give them an idea, and it's at least something, right? And you can even make it more specific, because you can be like, I'm slow pushing in about 30 seconds, gonna crash top, or like I can crash top in like 1 minute, or like anytime I want I can slow push. Like she's weaker than me, I have TMI, I can push, right? Any point I can slow push into this Camille, we can look for a dive, but I need like extra people basically. Is that an option? You can always ask something like that, because what if bot side they can push too? Like, I mean, if he didn't grief your lane, it would be better with Tristana. They probably still could push in this and crash, and then Nautilus could like back and path top, right, with Gragas, and then you have 3 people partying topside. That's an option that you have.
Yeah.
For a quick play, right? But it needs to be communicated, like someone needs to say this idea, at least. Right now what happens is that we're essentially not doing anything except people are walking middle and killing Yasuo off cooldown, and we're not responding. And yeah, Gragas, like he's here, but if he goes top, you can't really dive. Setting up lane gank takes a long time, it's a bit risky. Bot lane, I mean, they're looking for the all lane, I guess. 2v2.
Yeah.
Is it working? No, you lose it. Yeah, I mean, it's level 5 Tristana, and they're behind after that dive. Berserker's Greaves. Yeah, that's Varus, I mean, fucking broken champ. Ban it every game, if you noticed. And yeah, and Renata too. I mean, she's a counter to Nautilus, so like, even if he were to kill him here, right, he would just have Renata's W, whatever, and we just die anyways, so it wouldn't matter. So that's not even an option, I guess. So I guess really the only play you have is Gragas going to the wave bushes and looking for a trade on Camille with you or something. Or you trade aggressively and he covers just in case, right? That could be something. Or we just do nothing and you farm. That's also a viable play. But yeah, anyways, the play we did bot here, like we're looking for 2v2, ambitious limit testing, but when you're behind, it's called griefing. You should wait for jungler, because you're gonna die. You're just not strong enough.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, you still have some scaling in this team at least. You scale, Gragas scales. Yasuo can still be okay. But if Renata was banned, this would be a great game. Like if it was not a Renata but Karma, you'd probably just win team fights, even with this deficit of gold.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I mean, Gragas Yasuo combo, Renata just presses W, it's over, or presses R, it's over. But yeah, anyways.
Yeah, I limit tested a bit too much, maybe.
It's fine, she just showed you the damage, honestly. Like, thing is, we saw Seju in mid, I think, recently, right? Yeah? She's low, she's gonna be backing. Actually, what's jungle is up? Only her jungle is up. She's legit not jungling for a long time now. So she can go anywhere. So this is fine. I mean, you're gonna back anyways. Sejuani being here, okay, she's even bottling. It's impossible. How much gold do you have? 1.5k. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, she's so weak, she can't do anything here. And she can't have any backup now. Still, if you we're just staying in these bushes more often and looking for 1v1 trades. Once you make sure Sejuani is not here, or at least you have Gragas top side, you could apply a bit more pressure on him. So right now, yeah, you just mostly AFK in lane.
Yeah.
I mean, Gragas is doing what the fuck he's doing actually. He tried to jungle invade. I guess he was pretty tilted too.
Maybe, yeah.
Whatever happens. Anyways, I mean, this game, I think for laning phase, it's more or less like over at this point. You're just gonna farm and start winning 1v1 once your team groups.
Yeah.
And they're actually gonna start playing better and finding picks. Probably not yet, but eventually we will remember this game somewhat. Still, once again, like your team is pressuring this area. I think you just right click him. Or at least you try to bait on a lane or start a lane.
Yeah, like here I'm starting to freeze because I feel like now I can win. Now I mean, I also have to win because our team is very far behind.
Yeah,
not very far, but yeah.
He has not DP, so freezing can walk alright. Thing is, he could say fuck it right now and just walk.
Yeah, sure.
And you are not really doing much of anything at all. When you have to push, I mean, he walks back.
Yeah.
So I think you have to take any chance you can to trade with him really long right now. Like right now it should be like even queuing on him maybe. Like walking into the side bushes looking to walk at him. Your positioning is way too defensive still. Like kind of freezing but you're not threatening. Okay, now you are. Really. Yeah, cool, just one shot him. Good. Maybe could have done it a bit sooner, but it was still good. Finally. Maybe could have done it at level 6 too, maybe.
Yeah,
there were some small timings there. But yeah, I think at this point you just start winning lane and game is over. Cool. Let's get to the next game. Okay, Darius against Renekton. And you have Vi in the team. Okay, this was the first game, I think, right?
Yeah, this was not good. But yeah.
I mean, first of all, Renekton Maokai, I would say is a bit scary. I mean, they do like damage. But they can cheese you, right? Dangerous overall.
Yeah.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I mean, I wanted to try out this matchup because I thought Renekton should win it, but I also played it
30 seconds until
and I saw Darius win it as well, so wanted to test it out. But yeah, like on level 6 we were even and I just lost and it was so mind-blowing.
I think some players say that Darius counters, some say Renekton counters. I believe it's kind of equal, but I would say Renekton in weird ways scales better because he does like instant damage and a stun.
Yeah.
But Darius does just different role mid game and late game. If there's not much damage in lockdown, then he can just take over like Renekton. Comp wise, I would say your draft is shit.
Yes.
Because you have a Vi, but at the same time you have early suicide lane bot lane basically. gonna be hard to play. I mean, you could, if you cheese bottom level 3 with Vi and your bot laners, then maybe you can start snowballing, but it's kind of hard. I mean, technically, Rel and Samira should win against Twitch. Nami is super hard, by the way. But also, this is not... Rel, I don't think, is something Barish plays. And Samira is not something Max is good on as well.
Yes.
So you have, okay, basically your win condition, but people don't play the champs much, not practice. And this is something that Cassie and Kojin play a lot. And it's a Twitch who's stronger in the game too.
Yeah. It's kind of weird that they went for 4 AP champs, but I mean, they stomped hard enough, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, I gave him this.
Yeah.
I didn't really... I mean, thing is, Gallia was banned, Lysandre's picked. Silas auto wins. Maokai Silas one-shots with Lysandra, if they want to. They win all skirmishes. Maokai covers early game ganks. And Twitch Nami, if they don't get punished, they even get prio and like poke pretty hard early games. So like Samira Rel have to just engage instantly and flip the game. But there has to be something practiced. If you don't do it, it sucks. I mean, you have Vi against Maokai at level 3. If you're fighting, it's kind of hard. Plus Twitch and Nami do so much damage, and Maokai has set up for a bubble. I know, there's a lot of danger here. I don't think Maokai did anything early game despite that, because it's like, I think first Maokai game in a while, but still dangerous. And when it comes to Lysandra Vi, you just do fucking nothing. I mean, you can, if you... Thing is, this was Yan, right? I don't think Yan's Lysandra is that good either. And this is Haran, that is literally EU West #1 Lysandra. So he knows this champ well, and he's practiced some Silas recently, so you know, he's ready for this matchup. Lysandra technically can poke and be careful, and get prior early, but if she does that, then Vi has like, if wave is here, no way to fucking gank this, right? So your mid pressure is really low, and at 6, by Lysandra, I don't think they even win against Silas Maokai. Because Silas just steals your ultimate, ults himself or you, and you just get one shot probably. And Maokai can dodge a lot of stuff too, I don't know. It's just rough. Lysandra Vi, I think, has like one of the lowest win rates together in combination. Because it's just, they both don't have enough damage. Yeah. Like, I actually consider Vi not a damage dealing champion. It's more like a setup champion. She's not a carry at all, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, depends on build and stuff, but of course the tanky build is better than full damage.
Yeah.
Like, you can't play clips and stuff.
Yeah, she does damage, but it's not like Kha'Zix, you know? It's gonna be twice as less, basically, half damage. But anyways, let's look at this top side here. So I would say, like, you either cheese bottom with Vi, 3v3, and you win hard, or maybe you snowball top or something. Maybe even later after 6, if you have Vi 6 and you 6, maybe one shot. Same as Garen Darius, Garen Vi. But Darius Vi, I would say, is a bit weaker combo. Maybe better for team fights, but still rough.
Yeah.
Anyways, your early game just very rough from champs. Okay, you went W. Actually, let me slow motion this.
Yeah, it was... Like, I should have not skilled anything and then skilled Q. Like, if you see how this lane goes early game, I definitely needed to have Q.
Okay, I think one thing I told Jonas before this match started is that, and he wanted to try this too, is to not push early. Because usually he tries to flip level 1 and win level 1, right? And sometimes he gets first bite. So it was the idea that he just plays to bait you to push and make you fast push by accident. So it would crash early when he gets Fury and level ups, and then he can trade or even set up ganks against it easier. So there's no reason to flip it level 1 for him, actually. So his whole point is to try and bait you. So here you already like, well, at least you proc bone plating, but you're taking so much minion damage. Like you need to reset into bush really quick to prevent fast push from happening.
Yeah.
Like the slower this pushes, the more you can bully. So the more advantage for you. Yeah, so it's already gonna push a bit. So in that sense, actually let me go back again.
I noticed I accidentally did that trick with not getting minion aggro when with the second auto. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. Like here, I think you can already walk aggressive. I don't know why you're walking away. You could walk for bushes, just walk at him and start auto-doubling him if you really want to double one trade. Because you went W, right? Or at least you could walk at him. Right now you're very far from him. Now reset again into bush. And then walk at him again. Look, he's already overextended. Like
Yeah.
you can chunk him right here if you want to. It will fast push, but like maybe if it's worth it on Darius, I'm not sure about the specifics here. But I would say definitely worth a try. Like here, he's walking away now. He probably realized, oh shit. But in that moment, he actually griefed himself. You could have even maybe popped Ghost and blow his flash right here. Or at least most of his HP has to TP or something.
Yeah, I thought about it, but I think the distance was too small for me to ghost. At least that's what my thought process was.
Okay, that's pretty bad auto.
Yeah, now stuff
Now-
just pushes.
Yeah, you hit the caster and then you're finishing the caster, so you fast push this even more than you could.
Yeah.
And he is very healthy while at it. You didn't zone him from the melee minions as well. I think if you position a bit better before the minions even clash, you can maybe zone him from melees. You know how a Chinese Darius do, like you just zone him from wave. Maybe you could try that. The thing is, need to experiment with this, right? Just how easy it is to do that. And how worth it is. But right now it's basically fast pushing, really, really fast actually. And you're losing trades. Yeah, now he can just watch. He's not under any threat. He's not missing any XP or anything. Alright, second wave crashed. I mean, it's equal right now, but I think you could have came out a bit ahead from this already. Oh, okay, he misses CS maybe? Yeah, he missed CS, so cool. That's at least something, right? It's not free. But did you back?
Yeah, I backed for boots, which probably was not correct.
Not super worth, I would say. I mean, you're actually losing XP here.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that. You're definitely losing a lot of XP here.
Yeah.
You already see at least 2 melees. And he has Fury, level up advantage, stacked wave. There's no way you can walk up to this. To contest, you have to basically watch now. The minions didn't get zone.
Yeah, he actually lets me, which was kind of weird. I thought he would just engage on me.
Yeah. I mean, here we like miscommunicate. Malka got caught and baited everyone to die and lose sums as well. So you saw. I mean, we see why, so he could have been more aggressive. That's for sure. And traded into your level 2 instead of 3. But I guess if he gets 4 now, it's still a good advantage. Kind of a mistake of him queuing here, I would say.
Yeah.
Lost a little fury here. If he just
I
out
think he
attack.
should just EW into me when he sees Y bot lane.
Yeah, it's immediately.
Like,
Anyways, and he should do it now. Like he could have it. He could have it like his second rotation of combo already.
yeah. Here,
Oh,
yeah, that looks good.
wait. Let's check it slow motion.
I think this could happen way earlier. If he has 100 Fury, I actually
Yeah.
almost die. And here mess up my Q and still walk up, and then he just uses that, which is really good.
I think. Yes. What you can do. I mean, because you have such XP deficit because of a back here, you're already kind of losing lane. I would say.
Yeah.
And because like you just came back from reset, he's gonna chunk you when you're gonna be low again. At best, you can push and recall, and then he gets some more farm and scaling, basically. So your early game is basically removed. Your first 5 levels, you just do nothing, man. So options you have is like more aggressive here, level 1. On the bounce back, look to trade again. Wait, again, slow motion. This trade here.
And it was just bad. I used my Q on nothing. I used my W on him when I didn't even auto reset, and then I missed my E because he double E'd almost instantly. So I literally missed everything.
Anyways, I'm just thinking like, okay, you are behind full level, right? But is it still possible to do something here?
Yeah. I think so
Like-
if I play
like-
correctly.
But like, what would be correct? Because if you Q, the moment you Q, I think Renekton will E into you, dodge the Q, and you're fucked. But then you have to force a lane. You could try to Q the casters, maybe kill him, then equalize the lane, try to get your level 4. Maybe? Because
Yeah.
trying to Q him, I don't think you have a chance of success. It either gets baited or he E's into you. You basically have to be looking for a lane. He trades with you with Q for free, and you don't even push a wave, so that's really bad. Maybe the goal would be to Q the minions, honestly. Make him E into you early, and it will be into your casters, into your minions as well. I mean, you could even try to E him right away or something. He might kill himself, actually, if he were to do that. Like, yeah, if you just Q these casters, if he E's into you, with no hesitation, he might still die because you have a whole wave here, right?
Yeah.
And you just ghost and run circles around him and kill him, maybe. If you try to Q him, here, maybe it will be alright too. Maybe. But, or you definitely need to at least auto him instantly.
Yeah, I don't know what
Looking to a lane.
If I auto W and then Q and walk backwards there, I get a pretty good chunk. But now it's just over. And then I try to cancel his second E, but I mistime it. And then I'm just completely...
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna be looking to... Yeah, you just have to think, like, everything's gonna be all lane. So for all lane, you wanna prepare your waves. So focusing Qs on minions, or at least, like, trade into him immediately, if you can. And you can even try to bait his Q. If you're walking to minions and you think... He thinks you're gonna go for minions, right? You just try to bait his Q. If he misses that, he loses Fury, he's so fucked.
Oh, he just even outplays me with the flash. It's really good. And I'm just completely fucked.
The funny thing is that if you were to flash somehow predict and hit the Q,
I mean, yeah, then
you
I
actually
win.
kill him.
But
Despite the super out misplay.
I'm not gonna try it. I'm not going to try it.
But it just shows like how strong Darius is. Like it's bad situation. And he
Yeah.
flashes on you and you still survive.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think now he greets for the dive and misplays.
Yeah, I was watching it from his POE actually. And he was like, oh no, level
I
up.
think if he E's into me, like, or he auto attacks and then E's, then I also die.
Let's
If he
check it
doesn't
out.
E out, but auto E out. I mean, I would have done the same mistake, but trying to live there is really greedy. Need to commit to the play.
You have not TP, it's huge to kill you here. Well, not
Yeah.
super huge, but it's good.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
And the worst part is that, you know,
Like,
if
see,
Darius
yeah.
channels- yeah, he could kill himself or kill you here. But like, even you hitting your
Q
Q,
heals. Yeah.
yeah, like I think the moment you see Darius channel Q, you are either out of range because you baited it, or you press E on him and you all in. You have two options, and you never get hit by that shit.
Yeah.
You're just all in. I mean, I guess Tower is obfuscating vision a bit. Hard to see when you're channeling the animation. But yeah, super bad. Oh, so fucking bad.
Happens.
Yeah. But anyways, you're in this situation because level 1 was weak, positioning wise, fast pushed, backed, and lost XP. And when Renekton got to stack a slow push into you, which Darius doesn't like, because he gets to trade into you and you cannot fight into minions very well. And you were fighting level 3 against level 4. and you were not respecting his trade pattern, basically. Like, he's getting a jump on you, and you need to be ready to fight him all lane with Ghost. That's the only thing your champion does anyways. You either all in him with Ghost, or you like bait him to minimize damage taken, I guess. And you just watch minions from distance. But that's like passive gameplay. Yeah, so your early game kind of sucks here already.
Yeah.
Let's see what else happens.
And like now at level, it's so weird. He has a pickaxe and he just one-shots me at level 6. I couldn't believe it, honestly.
Okay, he has more damage on you because of 2 long swords. I mean, your backs are not so good. I think that's like a big advantage of champions like Darius. Is you can, if you play well the first waves, you can control when and who gets to back, basically. So you can farm up until you get the back which you want. Which I guess in this case is maybe Warden's Mail or Ntabi's.
Yeah.
Because if you get that shit and Renekton doesn't one-shot you, you start to just kill him so hard. Probably Warden's is like better buy, more damage reduced and cheaper. I think Darius players, like the best Darius players in general, when we play against like Set, who is counter to Darius, or even Jax, you go Warden's Mail too. Because those guys jump on you thinking they're gonna one-shot you like all the other Dariuses, and they just get killed instead.
I mean, I do that this game, but it doesn't matter. Probably because I do it too late, but no.
Yeah, I think you had Bork already by the time. Yeah, anyways, because of that, you know, he still gets to farm and push, right? You're not really pressuring Renekton off waves, so. And if you look at the experience, you should be behind. And shit, if you really want to, like, not give a fuck completely, check this out. Grandmaster strategy. You pick Ignite instead of Ghost. Then Darius is completely unfucking fair, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Against Renekton especially, you just do so much damage, it's literally unplayable.
I feel like Ghost is so important, but I mean, maybe
It is, but like if you wanna like cheese with stand-still champions, it's so fucking broken, man. The damage is just too much. 6, but yeah, anyways, let's see. He has a bit more XP than you, but where's minions here? I guess the death actually kind of equalized the XP.
no.
You actually, yeah, you have gold lead. That's funny.
Yeah, but I mean, I have a dagger for some reason. Here, I was wondering maybe I should have just flashed on him because I had W ready. I think that's a kill if I commit to it.
I think it probably would be worth in any case because Renekton used TP already.
Yeah.
So if you're slow pushing, if you I think with Darius in general, you out-trade people somewhere here rather than somewhere here. You out-trade them in the middle, and then we cannot defend the tower anymore.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Because right now it's still too high HP to dive. With the jungler, yes, for sure, just one-shot him. But once again, our jungler is here now. There's bot jungle. There's a slow push here. Lissandra could move. Not 6 yet, which just sucks. Maybe because of misplace. Yeah, Lissandra died somewhere. She could be 6 already otherwise, if she played a bit more chill. And then this would be a huge dive, Renekton removed from the game instantly. Honestly.
Yeah.
But to be fair, he took this trade. But let's see, why is he taking it actually?
And it was also a bit unlucky that I hit the Q at the end, but...
Okay, let's see Maokai bot side. So you know you're in 1 versus 1, isolated.
Yeah, and he knows it too because we saw Vi also bot lane.
Vi died mid just now, I remember this.
Oh, mid lane, yeah.
Yeah, we like died 2v1 to Silas. Anyways, but still, no future Renekton. think you can walk aggressively into him, that's for sure. And you do, at least somewhat, yeah. Flashing here, you see.
Yeah, because I have Nimbus Cloak and I have W ready, and he doesn't have E, so I just run him down. And I mean, how much AD do I have right now? Like 200 or
150.
I mean, not that much, but he doesn't have defense at least. Like if I flash auto W, it's already like 250 damage, and then blood is ticking, and
Maybe a Q at the last second. Yeah, it's very close. That's very close. Worst
very
case,
close.
he's very low HP, has to back, and you can run away.
Yeah,
And then your Lissandra can come, and you can start party here. Enemy Maokai would he's I think in base now. You'd have to go here, or alternatively, you fuck around here. And if Maokai is pathing top, if it's low HP Renekton, then your Vi could go and just take the Drake with a team or something. So you know, there's options. You open up the doors for your team by trading here more aggressively. That's true. Probably worth it to at least limit test. But yeah, I guess no one walks top now because Drake up, right? I mean, only Lissandra has the timing to go right now. These guys have to reset. So right now your team has option either these guys come back to lane and you rush the Drake in the bottom wave, or Lissandra goes top and everyone just farms a bit, I guess. That's a couple plays you have. Like yeah, now you just time your push pretty quickly with how Lissandra can move to you, and it should be free. Because like the sooner this reaches the tower, the better. Because you know, so he doesn't regenerate any health, so Maokai has less time to move too. But see, I don't know if Lissandra didn't see it or you didn't tell her.
yeah,
No.
I didn't tell her, and I think I mean, I thought, okay, she's level 5, so it doesn't. I mean,
It's still alright. But she's greeting for plates now, like, fuck this shit, it's useless. Then you can deny Cannon Wave to a Renekton, right? And get a big money on Darius.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing, like, for example, with Haran. He understands that you can say Lissandra is a good champion, and I will say it too, and we will all smile and laugh about it, but we all know it's actually a very weak champion. And it's not a carry. You go around and you enable your team. This is not as important if there's stuff to do like this. This is much more important. But most players don't know this about Lissandra or Galio if they think they need like farm or platings, but you don't. You want to give farm or platings to your teammates.
If you look at our team, we have 4 people playing champions that they don't really play, like, that don't fit them, which is kind of a problem.
Yeah, but also, you know, we all have setup, and we all just like setting up each other instead of you and Samira are the only carriers, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Maokai was right now sitting in this bush, and they were actually miscommunicating whether we kill Lissandra or not. And he didn't expect Silas to almost one-shot Lissandra by himself. But yeah. If he moves sooner, maybe he would not get intercepted by Maokai and he could play here before Silas comes top. But anyways, is what it is. Missed an opportunity, top side. Okay, you got Tabis. Which is alright. Now I think there's gonna be at level 1, I mean level 6 all
No, I just get one shot, and I really don't know why.
You don't have bone plating, right? You have Nimbus, as you said.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check it out.
So crazy to me. I have full HP with Ninja Tabi. But I think I also miss my Q and stuff.
Okay, no Fury Renekton coming in. You have double sums against no sums. Okay, first of all, already you could already be walking into him for sure. You can just auto W him, cancel his E with your E, look to Q him, or even just auto W Q, right? Make him react. Because he has no fury. He's harmless.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. He has bone plating. Okay.
Dismissed. Like now. How? How is this fair?
Okay, he just does so much damage. Plus we can... Yeah, fuck, he's full HP too. Let's check it out.
I don't get it.
Okay, bone plating.
I think
different,
I took 150 damage from minions. I looked in the death recap, and of course I didn't hit my Q, which would give me like maybe 50 HP and deal 200 damage or something.
Hmm. And maybe
And I mean, I
starting
could
with
also
trade-
flash here, like theoretically, I guess.
Definitely, like on the Lin is happening here. Like if you can flash his E too, that's huge because he doesn't get second one, right? And you'll be just standing here. Maybe because he has bone plating, starting with Q makes more sense.
Yeah.
Like to play a slower trade in general. Plus, you are fighting really into cannon wave, right?
No.
When
As
one
I
thing
said,
you can do, yeah, you can maybe like start. If you start with Q, you can trim the wave, and at the same time try to tag him. And if he's into your cannon basically, then you can kite back. And when his cannon is not hitting you, yeah, now you just took a whole wave aggro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps happening. And your Q was dodged. You're just on cooldowns right now.
I think I just need to flash out here at this point. No way I ever win that. But I was so surprised that I didn't think about it.
Yeah. In general, I guess another thing about Renekton, right? If you fight in minion wave, it's more advantageous for him. But if you were to walk into these top bushes, if he ease into you, it kind of sucks for him. There's no minions to queue there for him to heal more.
Yeah.
Plus, you're close to 7. If you were to queue and try to tag him and tag with melees here, or maybe with caster here, if he die, you get level 7. Which is a huge advantage for him. So if he trades into you and you get level up, he's in your minions, you just ghost after him because he knows he won't win the all-in now. There's too much things stacked against him.
Yeah.
Also, in general, with Darius, if you take slower fights, it's more beneficial. Like, if you ghost early, first of all, your Nimbus activates, lets you kite with shit and minions and everything. And second of all, if you stack bleed on him, and when you kite him with ghost, he bleeds a bit more and more and more, and you keep resetting it, so actually slower fight is good for you.
Yeah, I did that once, I think in mid-game or so, where it was really the way Darius should be played in this matchup, I think. Yeah, like right here, it doesn't make any sense to even fight back. Yeah, and also like his ulti did, I think, like 200 damage. It's also...
Damn, it's a lot.
I don't know, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's a 50-50 matchup, right? You're not as experienced on Darius. I think if you maybe start with Q, if you Q his wave as well, so you have minion advantage naturally. If you use maybe the bush side more to push him away from minion wave in general, more beneficial positioning for you. And if you ghost earlier, I mean, he has no flash, right? I think you should just use your ghost off cooldown almost, if you can. It's very good for laning phase. Even if it lets you avoid a little bit of damage or do a bit more damage, it's worth. I mean, now it's really rough, because... Okay, he's even stronger now. XP advantage, most important, gives him HP and damage. So it's just awful. Really bad for you. Falling behind this Darius is very painful. You're just too squishy at that point. Well, if you are getting ahead of Darius when you're immortal, so it's different. Yeah, at this point, I guess you can just queue waves and run. That's about it. I guess Dominic wanted to gank for you here. But there's like no opportunity. Okay, so he was taking a Herald.
Red team has slain the dragon.
I guess you're gonna fast push here. Because you think you're like losing the lane, little Qs. Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah.
Because if your plan is, I don't know if it was said, but something's gonna be happening. But okay, we see Maokai here, right? Probably we're gonna be doing a cross-map play. Which is essentially only top side is available. This is too late to move these two guys, we have to leave the tower. It's over for him. Because he decided to take the Herald, right? So I don't know if anyone said anything. But the only thing you can do now is to slow push this. Sync with Vi taking the Herald, so you both crash with a wave here. And if your next one tries to accept it, you just one-shot him, hopefully. And if not, maybe you can just dive him. Maybe. Lissandra definitely has time to move. How long is she here? Okay. Okay, she can move now. Herald is still alive. She could sacrifice the next wave, it's no big deal. Its cannon will take a while to push, doesn't matter. And then you could have 3 people top with Herald. Which would be a decent play for you. Get you back in the game against this Renekton, right?
Yeah.
Not sure if it's worth because Twitch Nami is getting fed bot side. Which is very scary combination. But you know, you have what you have on your hands when you went for a Herald and your bot lane lost trades, right?
Yep.
Okay, they didn't die, but we should just give up stuff. Okay, instead he's playing mid lane for this. Which is okay, but would have been worth more top, because you get Renekton kill as well. And like money on Lissandra is just not worth anything, honestly.
Yeah. Still think they play the Sandra like a carry.
Yeah, exactly. Which is not good. Okay, anyways, let's look at this trading you guys are doing topside. Okay, you crashed. Wave. Still think you could just chill in bushes more topside. Look for pressure. Time Renekton's ultimate. Okay, 2 minutes. It's pretty long. Still doesn't have it. You actually have an opportunity to all in him. Maybe. But I think you are kind of in death range from getting one shot here. And he does have flash. Very scary in this situation to be as Darius, because if you're not ahead by this point, I mean, he will just flash your Qs and one-shot you most of the time.
Yep.
I think in this situation, the best thing you can do is keep distance from him and try to Q wave. Like if you walk a bit more to this right side and you Q the whole wave, if he doesn't follow you instantly, so he's not like in E range, like with one single E, then you can at least get minion push against him and stay safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're going into him aggressively. He can E into you now and fight you. But if you were queuing and standing a bit more here, do you see my cursor by the way?
I see, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're standing a bit here or so, and queuing all these minions here, you'll be much more safe. Because he's waiting for his ultimate, I suppose. A few more seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to bait him a bit, I guess. Because
Okay,
I know that he doesn't have his ulti.
Okay.
Yeah, I need to pop Ghost. Yeah, I did it a bit too late. But I think I even hit the ulti for some, the Q for some reason.
Yeah, you actually win this all-in, I remember this. But
Yeah, this was the way I think this matchup should be played. Always running away from Renekton and trying to...
yeah. But still, like for example, this Q.
Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to check if he's standing in the bush, and I walk in a way where if he is on me, I think it doesn't connect.
Yeah, here he cannot E, right? But the thing is, you're almost 8, you could get the minion push, which gives advantage. And also, he has no reason to walk up right now. Your melees are too high HP for him to last hit. So he has no reason to walk up. So it's very easy for him to dodge. I think it's much more beneficial if you're saving your Q for when he actually wants to last hit. Something like
Yeah, I
that.
thought he wanted to do it soon, but maybe it was a bit too early.
Yeah. But still, this is alright. And I think he's all in here. Because he's gonna E you in a bit. This is actually pretty bad. Because look, his ultimate 7 seconds. He's gonna randomly just E forward without even dodging your Q. So he actually does inefficient trade here. Just because he's ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you popped Ghost immediately now after E instantly started walking up, you weave in one more auto attack right now.
Yeah.
If you instantly pop Ghost and start queuing, he would E after you, but then he would have no gap closes anymore. And you can just kite him forever. But he would probably flash W you. How to say?
Yeah.
But see, he doubled you, but it wasn't empowered by the way. That's
Yeah.
why he died. It was normal W.
It's very close.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Once his rotation of cooldowns are gone, you kited him out. He's fucking useless, right?
Yeah. And then I can just walk back in, ulti him, and then walk back out.
Still had flash. Yeah, he's waiting for flash Q, I guess. That was good. That was good. You didn't even try to Q him. Because maybe if you like flash auto and his ultimate ticks, maybe you would even die there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so it was well played. He was really mad at this.
Yeah, I can relate.
Yeah, you know, stuff happens. Oh, I see Jonas actually typing in the
Yeah.
chat.
Yep.
Yeah, but seems rough. I mean, I really like the Jonas style build where he only goes damage items and the next honestly 0 boots, fuck it. Because it's so dangerous.
Yeah, I do that too nowadays.
Like, I wonder actually if Tabias is the best buy in Darius win. Because like if Darius really want to kite, but this Renekton just sticks on you with flash and ease and one shots. What if you just build like Giant's build?
I mean, no, I can't build HP against Borg. The only thing that I could do is want mail, but like steel caps are so broken. I feel like this reduced incoming damage from attacks is very good, and I think it's probably at least as good as Warden's mail, the passive.
I don't know, we need to test this if you guys get to do the 1 versus 1 for this matchup too. Like, if you play the early game better, and you get to like just push, avoid all lanes from Renekton, get good backs, and get like Wardens and Tabis early. I wonder if Renekton can even do anything to you at that point, or you just walk up and one-shot him. Or maybe it would be more worth it to go Flash Ignite and like Pickaxe or Rush on Darius and just at 6, you do like 2 abilities and one shot. Because your raw damage should be just insane.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe. No, I think Yannick didn't have the greens, he had the blues, the Nimbus and stuff on secondary.
Yeah. I had just Legend Tenacity.
And I guess in this lane, if you had bone plating, would have been more worth. At least.
Yeah,
like,
I thought about it, but I feel like the only way I can win is if I kite him. And I played everything, like, I use everything to kite. Basically.
Oh, you can just check runes here. Okay.
Ah, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Just movement speed not working out so far this game for you. You're so much faster, but you're dying.
Yep.
Still, worst thing is XP advantage. I mean, once you catch this, it's gonna be fine, but yeah. Ooh, the cannon. Still, I think one dangerous thing about Dyrus is, if you really want to be annoying as fuck, you can actually not instead of looking for all lanes, you can just one-shot waves and like chill, and if someone lanes you just even and walk away. So even now, if you were to just, I mean, you know Renekton has no ultimate, right? Well, you have no ultimate too. You could look to Q from the very edge so his E doesn't reach you, and get the push on him if you really wanted to. But it's hard to play right now.
Yeah.
Okay, he's actually respecting you, not Eing into you. I'm surprised. I'm assuming he would just E in and try to kill you. But yeah, I'd be scared as well, I guess. Okay. Oh, he E's and actually gets hit by Q. That's awful. maybe that's a movement speed difference. Finally coming into play. Yeah, but Ichaba, you can't deny him from farming. He's gonna get his Bork, and you fucked big time.
Yep. I mean, also here maybe I just go, instead of whip, maybe I just go one smell immediately.
Yeah,
But
especially
like
since you're losing the lane.
I feel like playing Darius without AD is so cringe. Just deal no damage, you don't have wave clear, you don't have anything.
Yeah. Okay, I think I remember this. Okay, he's just back to Bork, feels confident, but he still is Renekton, so he has no Fury. And he's doing some weird shit here. And actually, I think he loses the trade big time. Okay, you get the push, life's good. XP, you're actually in advantage. So actually, you are winning the lane. Surprisingly, even though I think you should be winning much harder. Okay, he tanks the wave, no Fury, doubles you with 1 empower W.
Yeah, and here he loses his 50 Fury from Eing out and still gets pulled back.
Yeah.
And here I thought like, do I just go for it? But I mean, maybe I had enough move speed to actually catch up to him. If I Q and then walk straight at him and then ulti and then auto, maybe that's enough, but I was so scared to do something wrong.
Yeah, definitely we need to play more 1 vs 1s to get more confident on this stuff, limit test a bit. Because like in scrims, of course it's uncomfortable to test out. But yeah, he did awful trade. And he lost flash, ult, and HP. Oh yeah. You were on vision, I think.
Yeah, this was so bad. Bad and sad.
Yeah, I think you really need to use your top bushes much more, because like recalling in them would be even safer. It's like Maokai sprinting from somewhere here is very uncomfortable.
Yep.
Even if he throws just a sapling at you or something like that.
And also, lane bushes tend to be not warded as much.
Yeah. So yeah, full Fury Renekton coming in. I mean, no chance you can fight against that. His ultimate is still ticking even. Lol. Yeah, okay. There, just bad reset happens. Now he's winning lane.
Yeah.
And because of your boots, right? I mean, I think like if you rush boots, you have to win lane. Like you really have to. Where your champion needs to scale really good. Because if you're rushing boots and our guy is rushing mythic or something, or legendary, you're just gonna lose all lanes. Because you finish your item so late compared to him. Yeah. I mean, at this point, you just don't have much money. Like, you still need like a couple minutes to finish your stride breaker, and then a couple more minutes to finish any defense items. But he has so much damage, he's gonna be dying for the next 5 minutes, basically.
Yeah.
maybe if for 10 minutes the game goes equal, you could finish enough defenses not to get one shot. But when he goes, Sorrel doesn't one shot you anyways.
Team has slain the dragon.
So, yeah.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Actually, I'm not sure. I mean, if you go on a team of chains into Renekton, is that really that bad?
Turret plating.
Even if it has Bork, if you have like some armor, plus Natimas.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Shut
I
down.
didn't think about it in game, but
Shut
good
down.
work. Because we both will just be side lane anyway, right?
Yeah, but
There's
definitely
no way we
damage
ever go
first.
somewhere else.
But still, I think if you go damage items, you can win against Renekton with damage item. Because I think you should be able to control the wave early and get better backs. And then force a links which are more favorable to you. Yeah, he just removes you from existence.
Yep.
Anyways, this is over for you. But yeah, definitely the level 1, 2 and 3. Not backing when you don't need to. Kind of think about what kind of back you want for the matchup, which items early on would make a big difference, and try to aim for those. And definitely need to pull the mid laner and jungler top with big waves sometimes, especially when there's no Drake around. Or like if they have a advantage in lane or something. Right now it looked like the early game just people fall behind, and then everyone's scrapping around looking for something but not finding anything because everyone's doing random thing at the same time. Anyways, it's a Mordekaiser game against Jax.
Minions
Yeah, I thought this would be playable, but it's just not playable at all.
Well, at least it's good to try. Okay, level 1. He's overforcing it.
This one was actually so good for me, but it doesn't matter. That's how
Yeah.
bad matchup is.
If he, like, just here, one more maybe and walk away now.
No.
But because he keeps walking into wave, that's just too greedy. That's shit. That is really shit.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter though.
I would say in this against Jax in general, what is OP? It's freezing wave. Because the more your wave is stuck here, Jax cannot jump on you. And you get to poke him with your Qs. Same goes for any champion. Like Rumble beats Jax because Rumble just chills here. Jax goes for CS, he flame spitters him and runs him down once he's low enough. It's against Jax, it's all about not letting him crash. Pushing into Jax kind of sucks because he's good against dives, and he is good against stacked waves in general with Counter-Strike. Or he's gladly gonna accept waves and just farm and outscale you. But to really fuck up Jax, you really need to try and freeze, if possible, or poke him out and dive him if your champion can do that. But with Mordekaiser, I would say you probably want to look to freeze against him.
Yeah.
I think you attacked a bit the wave too much, so it's kind of pushing into him a bit. Let's see this. Like, see, you're attacking minions a lot, right? You won level 1. If you were to chill now, I think you cannot really punish you freezing. I'm not sure about Doran Ring. Maybe Doran Shield, but I mean, Ring
Yeah.
is fine.
I try Doran's Ring every so often, but I can never make it work. And then when I see like very, very good Mordekaisers, they only go with Doran's Ring, and it always works, and I don't know how they do it. I just don't know how they do it.
Okay, here you fast pushing again, which really puts you in this uncomfortable situation because I think you need your abilities. Like Mordekaiser level 1, level 2 is really shit. You need to, like level 3, I guess. for Jax, his level 1, 2, and 3 is actually his strongest when he's become shit again for a while, if he's not ahead already.
Yeah.
So by pushing here, you're gonna fight against Jax in his element basically, and you're still pushing, because like you now you kind of sealed your fate that you're gonna have to basically win this. And I guess you could have tried. I mean, you got level 2 first. You could try and fight against Jax, like just ghost on him and try to run him down and get prio. Something like that. You could try to do that. Okay, and then you actually outtraded his level 2. That's cool. Okay, what happens here? Do they have potions? No. Okay, he has biscuits. That's kind of rough too. Yeah, it's really forcing trades. Like, if you were to just push less, you would be near your tower and safe right now. Or alternatively, if you were to just try to all-in him level 2 when he was level 1, because you had the minion push over him due to winning level 1 trades, you maybe could have like just pushed him away and gotten a push into him. So right now it's like in the middle. You're not trying to all-in him, neither are you trying to freeze it. So it goes bad for you. So you need to make a choice on what you want to do. And I guess that's the thing, you didn't know the matchup very well, so you're trying different things, right? So it shows. I think if we were to play this matchup
First,
in 1 versus 1s, right? I think we can figure out how to play it, and then you can be much more confident against most Jaxes. Because it's definitely not a good matchup, but it's definitely not as bad as this. It can be better.
Yeah.
Anyways, now it's pushing into him. It really sucks for you. XP. Disadvantage actually. He's almost at 3. But he still has a cannon and everything. Yeah, it just really sucks, because now he's gonna jump on you. Yeah, all day, all day. You have no TP now. I think we misplayed this here, big time. Like, he doesn't even need to use Q. If he just walks at you, you're probably gonna fight him, because there's nothing else you can do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's still not good for you, because your wave is still pushing. And your jungler is right here, so like, oh shit moment for you, basically. But yeah, it's another thing with the junglers like Elise and champions like Jax. If you can freeze it here, you're so comfortable. The only thing we can do is try to dive you, or like Elise lane gank or something, cheese you. But that's like hard to pull off. Yeah, now you're just in a really bad situation. Like, you're just zoned, yeah. Nothing you can do. If you walk up, you die. Yeah, and it's still slow pushing. But as you see, with slow push, it's the same slow push which happened from level 1, basically, when you were attacking minions too much, right? You were never able to crash it. Because Jax is just stronger than you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now, if a jungler or a mid laner comes and dives you, you die. Maybe you even die 1 versus 1. Too low. Strategy, basically.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have to try to stay here, but I just die. And here he played it really well, because he just waited out my W. It's
Yeah.
really, really well played.
Well, it was a good try to try and survive. I guess, like, if you really wanna be safe, at this point, you know, you fucked up.
Yeah. And I can't
and
recall,
it's stacked.
right?
Yeah, you could recall now, at least don't give him gold. You're gonna be playing weak side forever. Unless magic ganks happen or something. But at least it's you lose less if you just press B now.
Oh.
Unless you're sure that you can bait him 1 versus 1. But I don't think you were sure that it's gonna be 1 versus 1 dive. Because like mid lane missing, I didn't see where he is. Anyone could come. Like even a support with Soraka comes and you get dove for free.
Yeah.
Many things can happen here. So pressing B is the most optimal choice. You would have time to come back, maybe even catch these casters here. Probably miss a cannon, but it's not the worst. Because what happens now is much worse. But either way, the lane gets decided around here. Okay, you auto-attacking a bit too much. Here. Way too much. Like right now, you basically set the motion for this is gonna be all in. You have Q. You could have queued at least some of these to even speed up the push a bit more if you wanted to, and look for the level 2 all in. Or just not attack this. Like, look, despite you attacking so much those blue minions here, because of his Counter-Strike trade he just did, he's actually pushing you. So if you didn't attack those minions so much, if he did trade like this into you, he would be like pushing super fast. So you would get to chill under tower basically, or near the tower for a while, and maybe even trim away with your Qs and be able to freeze. Maybe.
Yeah.
Would be like now you're attacking this. This is where you lose the lane basically. It's level 1. Well, level 2. Right now, if you're just ghosting him, maybe you have a chance. I don't know. Kind of cringe to all in with level 2 Mordekaiser, but I mean, the Chinese Mordekaiser replays where you play like Flash Ignite Mordekaiser against everything, they'll probably do something like that. Yeah, this was still a good trade. But just the wave state is ugly. But it probably would still push into you, no? 1 melee 3 casters against 4 casters? Hard to say. Hard to say. But because you're attacking some more, now you definitely make it not push into you. Definitely not. And you're playing against Elise and your jungler is pathing bot. Thing is, if your jungler knew that you're gonna trade so much with early levels, then Sejuani could clear these raptors and go top. That would be pretty nice actually. But I don't know what was the call. Maybe your team want to do something else.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised in this place when I was watching it why he didn't go for the kill. Maybe
Yeah.
he holds the counter-strike a bit longer, you think he just kills you. He has flash too. Like shit, even if he would just flash over you, take a cannon damage to boost his counter-strike some more, and hold the counter-strike, I think he just kills you here.
Maybe. It's a bit risky, of course, but yeah, maybe.
But probably not worth. Because what he did here, the stack wave and dive was more worth, and like, that's what sealed the deal in lane. But anyways, point being, level 1 and 2, and you're pushing, you have to be careful with, and you have to decide where you want to be in the wave. Like you need to get more familiar with this matchup to know what you want to do. Like you're all-inning or you freezing or whatever. When you figure that out, it'll be much better. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, your lane is over at this point.
Yeah. Very true.
Okay. But as you see, it's like these simple, small things in the early laning phase, and we decide so much.
Yeah.
Okay. In this game, I think you were like super late to lane, and you lost minions.
Yeah, I don't know why, but my Doran's Blade wasn't bought. I clicked on it, but didn't work.
Minions have spawned.
Ah, I see.
And that completely fucked up my whole game.
Yeah. Not a good
And
start.
it
He was
was
sitting in a
fine
bush
because
waiting.
yeah, because Jonas didn't abuse it, but it's still
Yeah.
terrible.
I think he played early bad as well. He like tried to trade into you too much, but let's check it out. Okay.
Yeah, like here it doesn't even hit, which was really funny. Even though it looked like it hit, it didn't.
A good trade for you.
Could maybe trade a bit more aggressively, but because I have D Blade and he has D Shield plus passive, I didn't want to trade too much. And he has Ignite, so
Well,
me
level
being low
advantage.
is very
Fair.
bad.
Because you missed the 3 melee minions.
Yeah. But I knew he wouldn't be level 2 here, so we would be fully level 1, like 1 versus 1.
Not sure if you went the Conqueror here. Like these long trades would be much more war for you. Like as a champion, PTA I think is broken on Renekton, right? Very good for assassination stuff later. But they had Conqueror here, you could take these long trades for sure, and you have fully stacked Conk, Q with 50 Fury, be pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean what I was thinking about was it's a bit better for lane, but they have 4 squishy champions, so I mean maybe why it's not that squishy, but yeah, and I think I'm very used to PTA nowadays. I think it's hard for Conqueror to outperform it in most cases. Like here of course it's better, but
Yeah, but I mean it's all good. I think this lane should be extremely Renekton favorite. At least for the trading early on.
I don't know, I think it's pretty even. But
like you lost 3 melees, but you're still out trading him, right?
yeah, but I mean it's not playing perfectly, right? So
Okay, and like even this, for example, like what the hell? This is not legal trade by Garen. Like first of all, you have 50 Fury. You're not even pushing, you're just kind of chilling. Which in general I would say if Renekton just pushes Garen in, Garen cannot contest and you will poke him with Qs. And eventually Garen just has to concede. He's gonna be the level behind. Because now you absorb a wave first. And if he tries to contest, you just out-trade him for free. And he's like half HP or under tower. You can prevent Garen from playing the lane or ever finding all lanes like that. But here, if he ever Qs and runs at you, you just press W. Like this is so grief what he's doing right now. You just sack this Casterman and press W and on him. Or even just Q now. You're probably gonna be fine, but W probably more value. He has no W. He has QE, skilled. He's gonna lose half HP. And you know what I would do? Probably press W on him and ignite him instantly right now, and he's fucked. Actually. He's gonna have to recall or dies.
yeah, maybe.
I mean, it's a bit unfortunate because of the minions. Like, look, he has almost free, and you're not close to free. Well, normally, if to trade here, and if you were to like grab like a melee with a Q while you trade with him or something, you'd get free and then you just run him down. But he's so dead. He's so fucking dead. You should have pressed W. He would take your cannon minion damage, everything. He's so dead. This is such a bad trade by Garen. He's over aggressively trading. Oh, that was a rough Q. And he's getting so much of his passive value here, actually.
Yeah. Tried
think-
walking up for the Qs, but it's a bit hard sometimes.
Yeah, and now you double
Yeah,
him.
pretty good.
Yeah, but now you doubled him, but see. It's like you just zoned from a wave. I mean, this is a minion disadvantage, right? From the beginning. I think in general, if Garen does some bullshit like this, where he sprints at you with E, you're supposed to be level 3 now, by the way, right?
Yeah.
You just ignite him, you E through him, and just start auto-attacking. Q with Fury and a wave, like you kite him into this wave, and then
Problem
double
is-
him and finish him.
You can never kill Garen, especially in mid to late game, because the W is too strong,
Yes.
and then he runs away from you.
Yeah, later on,
Champions
Garen is a problem, and that's essentially why I picked you. I think at first pick Renekton in draft, and I insta-locked Garen Y.
Yeah.
Because Jax was banned, I think. But yeah, insta-locked Garen Y. Because in my opinion, I thought you guys not gonna play well enough to punish this Garen in laning phase, like with the jungler basically.
Yeah.
And if Garen survives, or is at least like 0-2, he's still gonna be pretty useful with why Garen just pressing R on him, which will happen this game, I think. So there's that. But still, if you're level 3 and Garen does some bullshit like this is extreme amateur Garen move, because he almost doesn't play Garen often. You just E on him, ignite him instantly, he just dies. Guarantee you, man. He just fucking dies. Renekton's so much stronger early on. Okay, decent trade into bone plating. I mean, this is awful by him. Really bad trade. You're just gonna heal with Qs. Okay, wait. Okay, you have no Fury, you have no E. Alright. Attacking still Fury. Yeah, good. He's over trading, even though the beginning is not so good because you have no Fury, which normally you should have, right? If Garen trades, you just fucking kill him. Like, even if you had E here, right? If he spins on you, you just E through him. And when you cut off his escape path, and he's like super fucked actually. Yeah, you just kill him, good. Despite the bad level 1 because you were late to lane. I think at this point, lane is... well, not over, but in huge advantage for you. I think at this point, you will, once you get your 6, you're gonna have 6 first. And you just crash wave with your 6, and you just kill them with jungler. And Garen is removed from the game after that. And it's huge value as well. Maybe even big enough to lose one Drake over. Yeah, let's see what happens here. Okay, trimming your wave. I think you can Q a bit sooner, in general, because right now you eat the Q for Q basically. Yeah, still decent trades. You kinda keep walking back into him. I guess you're waiting for a Viego. Yeah, so that's fine. They have a slow push. A jungler, life is good. Yeah. Once again, he overtrades into you. He needs to really respect you and be afraid of you, but he's not, so he dies. Garen, I think, should bait Renekton to push and absorb waves there down. This is... Yeah, I think everyone was surprised why the next tower shot actually hit you. So that was a very big range.
I mean, I saw it coming, but yeah, it was a bit sad. But it
yeah,
happens.
you're getting your 6 here. Yeah, 1,100 gold. Thing is, if your Viego was with you here, this is like pretty tilting nice play to do on him. That's cool. But if, I mean, your Viego has camp stakes, right? You could technically just back buy damage. Viego doesn't invade. Or invades, doesn't matter, but he takes like a camp while you're pathing, right? Then you crash again with a slow push or a fast push, whatever. You just crash again, and when you dive him, he's not gonna have 6. You're gonna have 6 anyways. Most important is that he's not gonna be 6 and you're gonna be 6. And then you're gonna deny him a lot of minions anyhow, and plus you're gonna have your gold spent, so you're gonna be stronger, so your play gonna be more powerful and easier to execute. Here you take much bigger risk for much less reward, in my opinion. So it'd be more efficient if you backed, bought, stacked, and came with jungler again.
Maybe.
And even surprising that you do it solo, actually. You do so much damage.
I know that I'm winning this for sure. And then it's just like, okay, I eat a bit too far forward.
Yeah. I mean, in the end, I guess it's worth, because you still deny a lot. But, you know, don't have to even die for this, I'd say. You're still a hard winning lane right now. Hardcore, actually. Because of the Garen fighting too much here and dying, and fighting too much here and dying to a gank. He's just too behind.
Yep.
Okay, trading, I mean... Totally fine, respecting him. I think you can really just trim this wave and you not make it crash if you play it a bit more aggressive, maybe. Yeah, if you pull it, that's good. Very good. Oh, this Garen is fucked. Oh, and your team got Dragon too. That's very nice. Wait, you have to win this, right? Wait, this is winnable. Okay, yeah, tons of Fury, have all abilities up. Yeah, good Q.
Yeah, I could maybe have eat in and then queued, but
Maybe. Okay, you use W very early, that's very good. Ignite him early, I would say. Always ignite early, don't give a fuck.
okay.
Because no, Conqueror still heals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Does.
always over shit, you know, passive healing, whatever. Just igniting early, always more value, I would say. Okay, your W here is not in power.
Yep.
Also, that's again actually Conqueror against PTA difference. With Conk, you would be stronger here. Because you proc your PTA at the very end, actually.
Yep. That's true.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, maybe even Eing early to get more Fury to double you auto sooner.
Yeah, I think if I E into the whole minion wave and then Fury Q, and then auto it and then wait for my Empower W because I know that he doesn't have flash, it should work. But
yeah, and he might escape with like 1 HP, maybe. But I think it's still worth because you just crash with Scan Wave and he cannot take it. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, Syndra's actually roaming top. Yeah, I remember we went to Crashes and dive you. But he can't even crash it because he's so much weaker than you, right?
Yeah. This worked out really well for me. But of course it's still not that good because I have to walk into him. Die and then I barely get him.
Yeah, barely. Let's see. What about teammates? Okay, we were taking the Drake, so it was like revenge cross-map play.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess 1 versus 1 aside. Going for the just EQ whole wave so he doesn't crash would be like safer.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, what other place we have this game? Okay, slow push.
And at some point I just get camped. And that was really frustrating. I didn't know what to do against that.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so you have a slow push happening. Your jungler. Who wants Herald, I guess. I don't know if your jungler told you anything. But if your jungler wants to take Herald, you see why here. Your jungler is pretty strong. Mid is totally fine. You don't need to crash this. If you don't want to. You can stack wave right now. Let Viego take Herald and then you go 2 people, right? Alternatively, you fast push this and you help Herald, and then you catch wave and then you push, but it's slower. But I would say probably like slow pushing this. So like don't queue, push as slow as possible. Give Viego more time to finish Herald and come top, right? And then you can deny Garen much more things here. That way. So he just gets free CS. And under tower, it's really hard to do much to Garen. We are taking lots of damage back. Yeah, just like Q with Fury, it's all about all you can do really. Okay, I mean you're crashing this one, it's fine.
And here Dominic just fought him, even though I said to not do it. And now we want, like I said, we want to dive. And then we were completely, like, not on the same page. Because if he has more HP here, he can just help me kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And now you're forcing it yourself. But yeah, in general, like things you can do better, I would say, is this wave. Even this one, these 3 here, you just kill these casters. Don't kill him as fast. Don't use your Q. It's just auto attack. If the plan is Herald into top lane, right? And like you need to call it in advance, or it needs to be called in advance to be more effective play. That's for sure. Because you could stack this wave to be like triple the size. And when, you know, Garen would be really thinking, I mean, you know, Jonas, he would be like, shit, wave's too big, I'm not backing off, I'm gonna die for it, and he would just get one shot. I mean, not many people will see a big, juicy mega wave and go away from it, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. This is just a bit risky pathing. Do we know where enemy Vi is? She's dead. Okay, so I guess he's just disrespecting Garen. I mean, it happens. I don't know. If you were just walking here and holding this position here, so Garen can't even chase into him now.
Yeah.
Garen still gets zoned from the tower. Like right now, we just let him walk back. Even right now, he just uses his stuff. He doesn't have his W. You can go on him. Outside of tower range. Like, Garen is allowed to enter. I guess you're like thinking maybe Vi is coming or something, just in case.
Yeah,
It's
but we know she's dead, so shouldn't happen.
yeah, she could be coming top now. Where is she? Yeah, see, she's not that far.
No.
But still, we could have zoned this Garen. But then once Vi comes, I think you still lose to V2 because Viego is very low. At least it'll be close. That'll be pretty hard. So yeah, Viego misplays here by taking too much damage. But
Yeah, I
knowing
think
that,
just run behind the tower as 2 and zone them away.
yeah,
Place Herald and just kill the tower. And if Garen walks up, kill Garen. And if Vi and Garen come, we win 2v2.
so either Viego paths here slower, so while you're pathing through wave, you can check this bush and then zone him out, or you just both walk through wave and zone. Simply, when Viego is not isolated anywhere. And you just focus on denying everything, because 2v2 you win really hard at that point. You're much stronger with full HP. Yeah, should have done that. I think that's most safe, is just lane gank and just stay here and they're fucked. Syndra has to go top lane to assist, basically. But Syndra and Ahri were kinda equal in the lane. Look, Ahri's even winning. So it would be just like, oh shit, 1000 gold. No, 300 gold difference only. But yeah, Ahri is actually winning trades, so it would be 2v2 isolated against you two, and you are stronger, so Garen and Vi fighting this, they would either die or lose everything and waste their time, so it's very good for you. If you just walk and zone. And you don't even summon Herald probably, you just deny waves, right? And it'll be pretty good. And you would take Crux together maybe, and stuff like that. But yeah, but because of how things happened, I think you're overforcing here. Because even if you like kill him here, Vi is basically right here, and she will try to clean you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Garen, this is very worth. Because you use flash and you give him like big XP chunk. Overall. And for Garen in general, if he doesn't like get completely stomped, Garen Vi is strong combo later. But yeah, failed gank topside basically. Bad communication together, just a misplay together as a team.
Shut down.
I think Vi gonna come top now in Grief. If I remember correctly. We're gonna like get double kill by you. Because now they misplay, from what I remember. Okay, most important is that you both same XP, which really sucks for you.
I think here this was a good dive, right? Was it?
Oh, this is a bad one. I think Vi has no ultimate right now. And like few seconds, and they like overforce it. So you see everyone has problems with communicating with junglers, right? It's hard. So okay, you're just trying to stack some fury. And you know, Vi could be here, Vi could be here, it could be anywhere, it's dangerous for you, and you're at your weakest with no fury. I mean, nothing you can do. Only thing, I guess, that we can be respectable about is... yeah, you're coming back to wave, and our bot lane is low HP, our mid lane is low HP, no one has any tempo anywhere, so technically topside is very dangerous right now. And actually, why is that? Well, everyone's just laning and getting gapped in lane, basically, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, this is in general just like a very dangerous time when your lanes, like your mid lane has no pressure, your bot lane has no pressure. And your jungler's bot side to do anything top. Like you have to just pay attention to that basically. It's kind of not your own fault, but it is what it is. And especially when you see a guy pushing, I think right now you just put a ward around here to see the dive coming, and you just chill and try to absorb the wave. That's really the best thing you can do. They can even move Syndra top if they want to, because there's nothing else for them to do. Like we see that enemy bot, they're just fighting a lot, like tons of money. They're gonna reset at some point soon. That means your enemy team's focus right now is on the top side of the map, which is where you are. So, something to just keep in mind. And yeah, see, why 9 seconds ultimate? So if Vi just presses R on you and then Q to lock you down for a long time and do damage, that'll be pretty brutal for you. You die instantly, I think.
Yeah.
But because she tries to hit Q and she has no R, you just escape. And Garen cannot hold. So we misplay that. Yeah, Syndra does come top because the enemy team has free move. Okay. Now this is just some weird plays we're doing, right? I remember this. We were very frustrated about failing with gank on you. Now we're trying to overforce it. But Vi is not in position. We could have caught you here if we wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I knew that she would be there. Like, it makes so much sense the way
but-
that Garen is playing.
Yeah, but see, she's here. And thing is, I think if she just needs to flash R.
Yeah, sure.
Because-
If she Q flashes, I think that's fine. Or if she, flash R is also fine.
I think flash R is fucking broken on Vi because it's guaranteed lockdown into guaranteed Q. Oh yeah, Q flash. More damage, I guess. But he tries to save it, so we both die for it.
Yeah.
And this is nice that you just run up and you catch. The way it really fucks him up. And now he flashes out. Ah, so fucking painful, man.
Yeah. That's not good.
Yeah, so painful. Damn, let's see.
I think now I just say fuck it. Take this wave as well. Really greedy, but no.
It's alright.
And now I just get perma camped the whole game. Just really
Okay.
annoying.
But thing is, Drake taken. There's no more pressure bot side anymore. So let me see. Your team took Drake. Viego resets. Your bot lane is not resetting, which is shitty. And your Ahri is not resetting, which is shitty too. So now we're kind of off tempo with Viego. Like, we basically have to look at what does our team do. Ahri is now resetting. Really shitty. We are off tempo again. Botting, we cannot do anything. Even if we were to trade, right? What if Vi is right now, right here? We don't know that. Viego is here, clearing. What's the play? What's the plan? We can't do anything. We basically have to just absorb waves. If you push this, what if Vi is here and you get killed? Like, maybe she's taking red right now and we just gank you. We need to make some kind of play. So like, it's always play on two waves essentially. It's like, I mean, two lanes. Where are we playing right now? So we're just trading here. I think Maokai, no, Vi was coming to gank. That's why we do this, and your bot lane cannot play the game. Basically, you're getting like jungle gapped and like team gapped because there's like no communication on what's doing. Like, your team right now is basically trying to do nothing and to reset because, again, off tempo. But in bot lane, I mean, they cannot do this because Twitch is literally invisible. He walks up right here and just starts auto attacking. What are they supposed to do, right? They can only jump on him, and or you lose 50% HP or more. So check this out. He's just CSing. Twitch appears. Okay, he used his W, which is his only protection. So now he's super quiet. Okay, and this is a misplay by Nautilus. Your team is off tempo, jungler is not here, and they're trading thinking enemy team will play fair and 2v2. It's usually never the case. This was actually planned. Cass was saying, I'm gonna bait him with my face. He does it a lot, which is, I think, griefing, but he still does it.
Yeah.
And in this case, it kinda works.
Yep.
Yeah, so right now, I mean, you had the wave push. Right now, it was option to play with Viego here and like do something here. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Viego could have went bot lane, and instead of taking camps, he plays bot lane, Nautilus presses R, this Twitch gets one shot instantly, right? But for that, it's hard to do that because both Viego thinks he's okay to farm because Ari wants to reset because she didn't reset before. And you know, everyone's just fucking off tempo and nothing's happening. So right now, no one's doing anything on the team. No one can assist you. No one can assist, like nothing to assist mid lane, and bot lane we just get fucked. Despite being quite ahead before that, actually. So yeah, your time is just wasted. And with Renekton, getting your time wasted is very painful.
Yep.
But once again, it's not like people don't want to play around top lane, but as you see, other mistakes which they do makes them unable to play with you. And right now, why? She did this play, she pressed B probably here, and now she's walking up into top side. Now you're gonna die.
Yeah,
And
I was surprised how much lockdown they have, because they couldn't even move once.
And the worst thing is your Viego just showed mid lane, taking CS because Ari reset off tempo. Now we're looking for play bottom, but they used not ultimate, so bot lane is out of question. They're coming in to punish greedy overstay, which is whatever. But you're gonna get fucked here, because from red team's POV, they're just killing this minion and they may be getting this plate and running away. And even if they die, we just got a bunch of money. It doesn't matter too much. There's no objective, nothing to do here. So right now everyone's looking topside, and you're by yourself basically. So even despite being stronger, it's not legal for you to grab these minions actually, unfortunately.
I was waiting for Garen to show up, but even that is probably too risky. No, I'm looking to play towards Viego, but we don't really want
he
to.
got chunked by Syndra. I think he even would have died here if Syndra went first strike. Harlan was complaining about area runes, he tried it out. Like if you check it out, he just pushes this in and gets one shot essentially. Again, greeting for plates, but either way, it's this position is because I is off tempo and had to recall. It's a weird time. So now we have no jungler. When basically top lane, it's no fun zone. You have to just AFK in a bush, maybe even right here. It's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Because your team, look, they're nowhere. They're doing fucking nothing. Oh, WE used. Oh. You just know it's coming. Whenever you use E with nothing to clear minions, you always get engaged on it. It's like...
Yeah, I wanted to bait the Garen in, but I didn't think about the Vi, so... Yeah, it was bad.
You're still safe. I know, it's just funny. It's like how universe works. If you use E, you get ganged.
Yeah. Very true.
Oh, okay, you actually walk out, that's cool. So I guess we didn't take this chance. But again, take another
why
one.
was even there.
Well, we can check. Okay, so he actually went to... Okay, he didn't reset. Oh, that's so griefing. So he made the gang bot lane, took Krugs, and then didn't reset. Just wasted time trying to maybe catch his Viego, but it's useless too. And then he farms the wolves. And where's Garen? Okay, so Garen was actually respecting you and afraid of you.
Yeah.
He had a decent back too. 1000 gold. Does he get his stride breaker?
I think so.
Yes. Yeah. Still, right now, Vi could be top if he wanted to.
Yep.
He just went for Wolves and wasted time, a bit inefficient. I mean, I guess the less risk play for them is to wait guy on level 11, because then he guaranteed one-shot you. But I think they kill you with level 10 even. Which is honestly surprising. I mean, I guess if you went to Conqueror, Gore, Sterax or something like that, you'd do shit damage, but you would be able to win 1 versus 2. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. It's a bit... Yeah, it's still close, but maybe.
Okay, so your team goes for the Herald.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, does anyone do anything right now? Okay, your team's sieging mid. We're doing cross-map bottom at the same time. Cool. Now you get all lanes, I think.
Blue team's turret
Yeah,
has
Herald
been
mid lane.
destroyed.
Yeah, I feel like Vi... It's so weird that Vi is even here. And here maybe I can just flash W on the Vi, but it's very hard to play this.
I mean, thing is, if you had different items, maybe. You just have 2 damage items. Which don't help you against Vi. Still, kinda close. Because I mean, they are pretty behind, to be honest. Like your Prowlers basically doesn't do anything here for you. I mean, that's honestly why Garen Vi is so cancer. Is because there is no counterplay, right? This just happens. You just press buttons and you enjoy. So this is not even synchronized CC. Like he silences you right as Vi hits you with stuns. If they do like Y, R, Q, and then like he just spins on you the whole time and then Qs you later, it's probably more lockdown overall. And then you literally don't do anything.
I really hate to interrupt things. Samuel and Tom and I are currently about to start a call with you.
Red team's turret
So,
Yeah, I'll come in a minute.
yeah, exactly. So, just join and like maybe you guys can continue later. I didn't plan for it to go like longer than, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour.
Yeah, I'm coming in a sec.
Okay, see you, Yannick.
See ya.
But yeah, this just makes it a complicated game for you at this point. I think your build is not made for 2v1. But also, it's 2v1 what you wanted to do. Because probably not.
No. I mean, if I play tanky Renekton here, it's, I don't do anything. And Garen outscales me anyway.
Yeah, and the question is, like your team was winning, you had assassin items. Do you need to push out like this? Because you could be with your team
Probably not, yeah.
pushing this, or
I mean, the
with
thing
your
is,
Ahri here.
I 100% expected like we all expected Vi to be bot lane or mid lane because it feels like it doesn't make any sense for her to be top lane. But of course, it's a good play anyway. But it felt like there's no way she's top lane, but she was top lane. So that sucks. What happens?
Yeah, but thing is, like, it's different perspective. Like, if you were to think about, like, playing over 2 lanes, especially when ahead. Because right now you're playing 3 waves, it just leaves more openings for enemies to abuse. Right? Like, because if Vi was here, this Ahri dies for free. And Twitch gets more fed, and maybe pushes in Hip Tower. She's definitely not gonna be mid lane, because it's just gonna be alone against 3 guys. So she's either one-shotting Ahri, or she's one-shotting you. Which, either way, doesn't sound so good. But if you were here, if Vi presses R on Ahri, you, I don't know, flash Prowlers on Twitch and remove him from game. And then you maybe even win 2 versus 3, right? Because you're pretty strong. Or you just push this and you get inhib yourself or something. So in general, there's more powerful plays for you to do than to try to kill Garen. At least in my opinion. Unless like your whole objective is to try and split push kill him, which it can be fine. But you just don't look ready on the map for it right now.
Okay.
I know, that's one thing I would say about your gameplay is you very focus on split push right now, because you know we talk about split push a lot, right? But sometimes there are exceptions at when you don't need to split push or split push isn't efficient. For example, if you play against Nocturne jungle, right, and you like Fiora against Jax or something,
Yeah, okay.
and Nocturne jungle will press R on you each time you 1 versus 1, and he will turn into 2 versus 1, and he just kills you, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to play. Vi is kind of similar. Each time you fight top lane, she just comes in, presses R on you, you get fucked, and you can't move. It's not fair. Similar, if there's Twisted Fate mid lane, you fight top, he presses R, he comes in and stuns you. It's not fair. 1 versus 1 is very hard to play that way. Also another thing, for example, when you have Nautilus or engaged champs in your team in general, you can always walk with him and he will stun people for you to kill. So there's more value for you leaving the lane in the first place as well. So there's like some exceptions to split push. Or you can really like focus on building 1 versus 2, because oftentimes you have to focus on 1 versus 2. Like when you play Fiora, you can just go same damage items and you can 1 versus 2 against Garen Vi possibly. Maybe not actually. Even if it was Garen Vi against Fiora, if she presses R on you, you have to riposte. Right? You just have to.
Yeah.
And when she's behind you, and you stun either her or Garen, you can stun both, or none at all.
Fiora would be fine in this situation.
It's better, but it's still tough.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think in general you need to give in more things, like a bit more grouping. For example, when you play Camille, you focus on split push a lot and out trading, which you definitely can do, but you can find picks with your champ as well. And I think it's same with Billy Renekton with Prowlers. You can find picks with this and flash. Essentially, if you have flash, it's high value if you group somewhere, because you just flash one shot with Twitch. Or with Syndra, actually. They cannot play the game. Jonas does the same mistake as well. He doesn't group enough, for example. Because we focused on getting good at split pushing so much, we just forgot about everything else. But there are some exceptions. And it would be good to be able to do 2 things at once. We're still gonna play damaged champs, but sometimes weaving in a couple of groups before you go back to split pushing is just huge for you. And another advantage, for example, is if you're winning side lane like this, if you're stronger. As you saw, Garen was like recalling, scared of you, he doesn't know where you are, and if he face checks you, he dies, stuff like that. That gives you a big advantage, but he's afraid of you, he's afraid to check bushes, he's afraid to find you, he waits until you show him yourself and push wave to accept it. That means he cannot track you, so if you were randomly appearing here, he would be like, oops, I didn't know. Because technically you could be here, technically you could be behind this area right now, no one knows. He cannot track you because he's too afraid to push. So that's another advantage of being stronger in lane. You can move and he cannot follow. So yeah, just something to try out as well in more games. But yeah, I have to go to that meeting now. We can check out the last replay. Alright.
See you.
See